You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Blue Devils line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Give to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starts to scramble to the left. Touchdown, Dogs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Stewart. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Here's the handoff. Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Fires to the big fella. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Give to the single back. Got the first down and more. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
The Blue Devils are threatening in the red zone. They'll go to the toss. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And the extra point is good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
How How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Pulls it in. It's Wiley. At midfield, he's got room. Turns on the Jets. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Grab behind the line. It's Suggs. Touchdown, Georgia! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with second and short. They're going back to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Got a wide open receiver. The spin, still on his feet. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Green. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Flips it out in the flat. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the back. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. 27, jump. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Handoff from the gun. Fights off a defender.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Green. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And the Blue Devils can really attack on this second and short. The give to the tailback. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the tight end. Toss sweep to the right. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. They'll try the run. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And this one is perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 5 clash today. Texas is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. A real bloodbath today at DKR. They're trailing by 14 to Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got him. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
And a intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great.
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quickly complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Wiley. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground with the running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Wide open spaces. At the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll try it again. He breaks a tackle. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
A strike downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Caught behind the line. It's DeMarco. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Wiley. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early.
Looking deep. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
Grabs it in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And 3rd down. Great job by this offense. Move the chains, give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red zone. Those guys make life easy on a quarterback.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He tries to take the top off. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Texas is on the ropes, and for all the hype around this program, maybe the most fertile recruiting base in football, it's clear this program is not back. They're trailing by 21 to Alabama. We'll keep you posted on things until the clock hits zeros in a game that, for now anyway, has been very revealing.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the catch. It's DeMarco. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense, period, that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And the Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Back open in the middle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
To the air on second down. Looking for the score. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This late in the game in the fourth quarter, they're in four-down mode every single drive in possession, trailing by as much as they are. So down here in the red zone, you throw an incompletion, no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again. Can the defense step up here and make a play?
The offense changing the play. Gets the back moving. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Going for 6. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Georgia sends out the punt team. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Makes the grab inside the 30.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down.
Base 27, jump, shield, shield.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
The snap sets up to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Dar forced to settle for 3. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Wiley. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
On the move. It sucks.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it, that goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.